So let's get to see what the candidate of APC has to say concerning the governorship seat of Osun State, what he has done, what he will be doing, and why the people of Osun State should vote for him. Let's keep watching and let's see how this plays out. Thank you
very much for joining us, and for the benefit of the people in the audience, please, no praise singing, no clapping, no hyping. This is an ideas forum, and we are expected to be, very calm. This is not a political rally. It's just a town hall meeting to engage with the people of Osun State. Mr. Oyebamiji, you are welcome.
Well, thank you.
Yes, let's start with the very beginning. You've been in the finance sector. You've been in the Osun State government, leading USICOP, I think it is called. And now you want to be governor. Why do you want to be governor? Beyond the impression by the opposition that the only advantage you have is just federal might. What's your response to that? In fact, they go a step further, that you call yourself Ambo, that you are saying we are coming. That in fact, what you are doing is an Amubo enterprise. Amubo, how do I interpret that in Yoruba now? But what's your response? Focusing on your plans, your vision.
Thank you so much. My name is Bola Oyebamiji. I attended my primary school in Ikire, Irewole local government of Osun State. My secondary education in Aidade Grammar School, Ikire, and my tertiary institution from the Polytechnic Ibadan and Lagos State University and the then Adó-Ekiti University. I hail from Ikire in Irewole local government. And I work in the banking industry for 28 years. I'm a qualified banker. I'm a fellow Chartered Institute of Banker. I'm a fellow Chartered Institute of Management. I am a fellow Chartered Institute of Risk Management. And apart from spending 28 years in the banking industry at the managerial level, I came into public enterprise when I joined Osun State as the Managing Director, Chief Executive of Osun State Investment Company. I spent 2 years there, and I was able to, when I came in as the MD, that company was moribund. We have negative shareholders of 300 million. Before I left that sector, I have increased that to 6 billion, especially the shareholders fund. And I left there to become the Commissioner of Finance during the then Governor Rauf Aregbesola. And after Rauf Aregbesola, I still served Governor Isiagwe Oyetola as the Commissioner for Finance. And I left there for another federal appointment as the Managing Director and Chief Executive of Inland Waterways. After that, my journey and my destiny, which I have a pact with, took me to Osun as the incoming governor of Osun State. My vision, I have said it all in my manifesto. Governance is about people. It's not about segments. It's not about an area. It's not about a city. It is not about a town. It's the entirety and the entire, those are people of Osun that I want to serve. One, you can say that the welfare of our people in Osun is very paramount. The security is very important. These are the things that I want to bring on board. And we want to banish hunger and poverty. I want to invest seriously on agriculture, education, and health. Apart from that, our human asset is very important to us. I'm going to invest in the human asset. We are going to look at their welfare. We are going to increase their welfare. The training is very important. Capital development is very important. These are all things that I'm bringing on board. I thank you.
All right. Mr. Oyebamiji.
Just a moment. You didn't want to respond to the allegations by the opposition that your strongest asset is federal might.
Well, let me respond to that. I listened to Mr. Governor, and I can see that most of the answers to that question was not true. Sincerely, how? I have visited 30 plus 1 area office local government in Osun State 3 times. Nobody has ever done that. First time I have to go and consult the party members if we are ready to take this government or not. And the response was overwhelming. Everybody responded and said that, yes, we need to take this government, the Osun State government from this government that is doing nothing to promote and to enhance both the development and the economic sector of our state. Again, I have to go around again to the canvassers. We appoint 30 canvassers from each unit, which is about 670 canvassers. I have to go around the local government to inaugurate those canvassers. And they were charged, they were motivated, and they were encouraged. And it's quite illuminating. You can see that our people is ready to take government from the dancing governor. After that again, I have to go again to consult with the KBACs, the community leaders, the artisans, the yalogers, the babalogers, and even the civil servants. And after that, I was convinced beyond reasonable doubt that our people in Osun are ready for a change. So that is my story to that. There wasn't any, by special grace of God, I'm coming in as the governor of Osun, come 15th of August 2026. This is something that is not far-fetched. It is not by any power, whether it is a national power or it's mighty power, is any power, at least that they call it. It is by the people. People in Osun are ready. They have, in the last 2 months, I have been endorsed by almost 42 sectors, groups. The private enterprise, even the government, the civil servant endorsed Bola Oyebamiji candidacy. Just yesterday, the MDR2W, the Ajegule market, that is our own popular market, that is the spare parts sellers market, and so many others, women, men, youth, and all other groups of people endorsed Bola Oyebamiji to take the mantle of the government in Osun State. So I want you to just go and bury that idea of, but it's because they are jittery. They are jittery because, of course, how can you compare? Somebody was just asking me a question, and he said, put Bola Oyebamiji with his background and put the governor side by side, and you want to employ an MD of a private enterprise. Who out of those two would you pick? Mr.
Okay,
Abati.
Okay, Mr. Oyebamiji, we believe the voters will decide on Saturday. But apart from federal might, and you're promising change, there are those who see you as a continuation of the administrations that you served in as the finance commissioner. For the voters of Osun that are yet to decide, that are watching at this moment, are Are you concerned that they see you as the finance commissioner who served when workers were receiving half salaries and when the economy was not so great? What do you tell voters like that now?
Well, anytime that question is being raised, let me tell you that it always made me to brag. Brag in the sense that I came in May when in the second term of Governor Rauf Aregbesol's time, and I can tell you that from my ingenuity, I have to create a box. I have to go to the governorship, and I said, I look at the balance sheet, I profile it, I spread that sheet, and I advised the governor that we can actually pay salary. And he said, how? And I told him, look, we are being held by the federal government of Paris Club. Why can't you let's write a letter to the president and request for the payment of these funds that have been held by the state? And Governor Rauf Aregbesola was a bit skeptical about it because he felt that writing as just an entity, a state, to the federal government may actually create a problem when it is not a cumulative one. And I said, let's try, let's take a step. By the time you take a step, it leads you, Aliza, to another step. And if eventually that step did not work, you go back. And say, okay, what do we do? We said, okay, fine, we can influence Aliza, someone Aliza data, and we have a stakeholder, we have a Baba. We wrote that letter, we gave it to him. He submitted to President Buhari then. And President Buhari approved 16 billion naira for us. And that is how we started to spread that seed. I did a cash flow analysis.